What's up everyone, in this Upwork tutorial I'm going to show you how to build an Upwork portfolio that gets better results, and this is going to work for you even if you don't have any paid client work. So if that's something you're looking for or you need help with, keep watching. For those who don't know me, I'm Lex DeVille, and on this channel we help people escape corporate prison and build a freelance empire. We share lots of freelance and freelance writing tips and tutorials, so if you're new, consider subscribing. In today's video, we're talking about your Upwork portfolio and how do you build it whenever you don't have one, or what should you even put in there. So I've got my portfolio up on the screen so you can just see some examples here, and I've got about 10 pages, maybe 15 pages. I can't remember how many is there in total. I recommend you have at least one page at the absolute minimum, a full page, 4 pieces. Most people should have at least 2 pages, 2 full pages, because one of the first things clients do whenever after they've read your bio and they're looking through your profile is they scroll down to see your portfolio, because they want to see if you can do work that's similar to what they need done. So if I'm a copywriter, they're going to go down and look at what kind of writing I've done. Does any of it match the style they need? If I'm an illustrator, they're going to go down and check to see if any of my illustrations fit the style that they're looking for. If I'm a web designer, they want to see that I've worked on websites within their industry, and that's going to help them make their decision. So down here in my portfolio, here's how I usually approach this, or at least how I've approached it in the past. I'm going to click on this so you can kind of see what's in here. The first thing I do is I go to the website, the actual website where I did the work, and this is assuming you have clients. I'll give you a way in a minute if you don't have any clients what you can do. But if you have clients and you are doing web design work, you're doing illustration, you're doing copywriting, if you're doing something that involves their website, you can take a screenshot of that website and then you can upload it in here as an image into your portfolio piece. Now, one thing I did with this is I also uploaded a PDF, and that's the PDF text of their copy. And the reason I did it this way is just to give clients an easy way to click this. They can download it. It looks really nice here. I like clients to see it in a PDF document instead of on the website, because a lot of things could have happened with the website. So whether I'm writing copy or building a website or whatever I'm doing, I would want a document attached, because if the client goes to the website and either maybe that website is down, maybe the website doesn't exist anymore, or maybe they've changed the copy to something else that they thought was better than mine, but it actually stinks, and so now it looks terrible and has lots of spelling and grammar errors. If that was the case, then I wouldn't want my clients thinking that that was from me, that I did that. So instead, what I do is I go into Google Docs, which you guys can do this too. Go over to google.com/docs and you can create a new document, and then you can paste all of your text in there, you can put your images in there, and that will allow you to upload a PDF over to Upwork. Now, to do that, you would just type your text and then file, download as, and then PDF. Then upload it over into Upwork, and that's going to allow you to put that portfolio piece in there. So you need a screenshot and you need the PDF document. And then you want to put a short description up here. It doesn't have to be short. Mine are usually long. This is one of my later pieces. It's on the 10th page of my portfolio. The pieces on my front page, they're really long. They have a lot of writing in there, but that's because I'm a copywriter. So let's say you are somebody who doesn't have any portfolio pieces. Maybe you're a writer or a designer or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You're basically going to follow the same process. So you might take a website like Niche Steel, it depends on what you want to get into. What are you trying to get into? Are you trying to get into direct response style writing? Are you trying to get into building industrial websites? Whatever that is, you can do some example work. Your portfolio pieces do not have to be paid work. They can be pieces that you make up. So you could write some copy, like look at this Knowledge for Men hiring page. I wrote all the copy for this, but I didn't have to be paid for it. I was paid for it, but I didn't have to be. So I could have taken a page like this landing page style, and then wrote copy over in a Google Doc, or wrote an article in Google Doc, and then save that as a PDF, upload it into my portfolio, and just add a screenshot of the website. And I don't have to say in there that this client hired me to do this. It's just me writing. It's an example of my writing. So it's not paid work. It's in my own words. It's my own piece. And it's just a screenshot, which is part of their website. So that, you could do a screenshot there. You don't have to. So I want to show you something else you can do, because it might look funny if your screenshot doesn't match your copywriting or match the design you've made. One other thing you might want to do is pop up a new window and go over to pexels.com. And that's a place where you're going to be able to get free images. So if I'm building an industrial website, I might type in industrial. That gives me all of these things. All of these pop up, industrial background images, and these are all free. So you can click on an image and you can free download it. You can download the size you want. I would probably go with the medium size, 1280 by 853 here, and then you just want to put some text over that. So to put some text over it, you can go over to canva.com and sign up for a free account on Canva. I really like Canva. It lets me do a lot of different kinds of branded stuff for my brand. And I'll show you just an example of a quick background I did. So I took a background from somewhere like Pexels, a free background, and uploaded it into Canva on the uploads page. And then once it's on there, I just grab it, I drop it in here, and then I go over to the text element and I drop some text in here, and I put my little brand logo on here. This was just for a blog post, but you could do the same thing here with those other pictures. So you could put that picture in the background and then just drop some text over it. You could say McNish Steel, and it doesn't matter. It's still the same. Then you go up here to the top and click download, and it's going to give you options for PNG or JPEG. And once you download that, you can come back over to your portfolio, upload that as your main picture instead of having the website. And that way, that kind of allows you to keep things a little more consistent if you want. It allows you to put the pictures in there that are going to fit that, and it allows you to do that without showing the client something that's going to be inconsistent with the actual work you've done. But if you don't have a portfolio, it's okay to put free work in here. That's totally fine. You can put free copywriting. You can put free web designs that you've done. You can put free articles you've done, illustrations, or anything. I mean, it's not like every artist ever got paid for their illustrations, yet they load tons of those into these pages. Same thing with music. So whatever it is you're doing, you can put that in here. I'm going to go back and show you my first page now. So here's how the first page of my portfolio looks. I don't recommend this for everyone because a lot of people aren't going to have the same style as me. If you put this same kind of gritty style, it may not work out well for you. But one thing I wanted to show you is that I like to keep my homepage consistent, and these first two pages are all they're branded. They're using my style. They're all the same. And what that allows me to do is, I'm a writer, so I want people to see this. I want them to start to see that I'm a brand copywriter because I list myself as that sometimes. And so I give them examples. And one thing I like to do is you can click this little button here, and it's going to allow you to rearrange the order of your portfolio items. So you can quickly do that. I like to arrange mine based on what I think that my client is going to want. So up here I've just got an example of some creative writing. I've got here something talking about neuroscience, which I talk about NLP in my portfolio or my profile bio. So this is something they might want to read. That's going to attract a certain type of person. Then I mentioned brand copywriting, therapeutic metaphors. These are all things that people in my space are going to be familiar with, and so they're going to want to read that. So I'm giving them what they want up front, and I'm saving all the extra stuff for later in case somebody else is browsing through my profile. Now, whenever you click on these, you're going to see that there's quite a bit of text here. I write a lot in here just because I want to give people, I don't want them to have to go outside of Upwork, to my websites, and that's an old website in case you're wondering. But I don't want people to have to go outside of Upwork to my website when they can just read it right here. Sometimes you might want them to do that, and that's not something I would show in this video just because it could get you in trouble with Upwork if you're sending people outside of here, but maybe I'll show that at a later time. Anyway, the point is you can put all this extra stuff in here. This would be a good point to put some keywords in here to maybe help you rank with SEO. You want to keep your tags up here. I use a bit wider range of tags in my portfolio pieces than what I do in my actual profile, but you can see copywriting, blog writing, email marketing. These are just different things I might want to be found for. You can see NLP, which I've been recently trying to rank for NLP, so that makes sense to have that there. When I'm ranking for blog or brand copywriting, I would have brand copywriting up in there. If we click on these, whenever you go to load your portfolio, you'll see that you can write your information in here. You load your picture over here on the left. Down here is where you are going to upload any PDF files if you have them, or if you wanted to link out, this is where you would do that. You can link out to your own websites or client websites, and then you don't have to have a contract related to this. So it doesn't have to be paid work. You can just select the category, and copywriting for me, for you it might be branding or something else, and you don't even have to put a completion date. That's really all you need. The main things you want to do in here are make sure that within your brand or your portfolio that you have a picture, because not having a picture looks like crap. So it doesn't matter if you're a writer and you don't even have anything to do with a picture. That's why I showed you the other stuff. You want to have some kind of picture, some visual here to stimulate people who are visual processors. So if I'm someone who needs to see a picture before I can understand something, well, this is going to help me do that. I need to see this picture. I don't need to just see the title. By the way, your title down here is an opportunity to stack your keyword in. NLP copywriting, see it right there? And that's going to help you rank and get pulled to the top of search results. So have at least 1 to 2 full pages of this. I prefer 2. I always recommend 2 for people who are just starting out, even if you have to come up with free samples on your own to show. But you can use paid samples. You don't really have to you don't have to go sending all these client messages. I just put a little bit of samples in there from my past clients, and I just upload them right in here. And I believe Upwork allows that in their terms of service, but I haven't read through their terms of service lately, so you might want to double check on that. But I just use samples either from my clients, or as you can see, all of these on this homepage are just my own writing. All of these are things I wrote on my own website, so you don't have to have anything in here from paid clients. Just some different stuff here, and all of these are consistent. They're using my brand logo. You don't have to have a brand logo. I just do that because I like it and because I sometimes list brand copywriter. And then in here, you can see I've got just some writing. This is very creative style writing, just showing clients that I'm a creative person. And then it links out to my website right there. So if they wanted to go there, they could do that. They could find me. But if you keep going, you'll find different examples of branded stuff that needs to be updated, and different places, different things I've done. You don't have to keep it all one thing. It doesn't have to all be copywriting if you're a copywriter. You could have examples of web design in here. You can have examples of articles, places you've been featured, things you've built, and that just lets clients know that you can do other things. But the more consistent you can keep it, I would say the better it's going to be. And the more websites that you can show actual visuals from, the more that's going to help you. So like this one, the Dusty brand, that's an old website. I don't even think I have that anymore, but that was one of my websites. Same thing with Life Coach Copywriter. That was one of my websites. So I built my own websites, and then I put copy on them, and then I used those as portfolio examples to show people. And there's several of those in my portfolio. So you can do that too if that was something you wanted to do. Apollyon's Favor was another one that was my own website. I've used the Fastlane forum because the Fastlane forum, even though I'm not writing paid work on the Fastlane forum, it's still a forum, and I have gold posts there, and people found it highly valuable, and it's the same thing as copy really, so I can send clients there and show them, hey, I'm someone people are listening to and people are following, and for that reason, you can know that I can help you out. So if you have a forum or Reddit account or some other place where you are an authority, maybe use that to help you establish and build some credibility that's going to help clients know, like, and trust you. Those are the main things when it comes to your portfolio. Just kind of try and keep it consistent. Take a screenshot of the website if you can, or again, go over to pexels.com if you need that, and if you want to find free pictures, and then you can drop those into Canva. You can easily put text over them. Canva is totally free. They do have paid options, but you don't have to go with them. So use the free options, download that. That's what I did right here, and then you just upload it into Upwork. Drop in your project files if you want to put a PDF down there. If you don't want to put a PDF, maybe just put your text right in here. But if you're a web designer, you'll probably want to put some kind of PDF file or a link to the website so that they can see what you've done. And if you were some other kind of freelancer, there's always a way to build a portfolio. I mean, whatever you've done can be put into a Google Doc, or it can be linked out on some page. So put some time into this because it's worth it, because clients see this and it it just kind of establishes a sense of you and that you can get the work done, and that it shows off your style. And if they can't get a feel for your style or what it is that you do or how you do it, then they're not going to move forward with you. And if it looks like crap down here, they're going to assume that it looks like crap everywhere, because if you were someone who doesn't even take the time to make your own portfolio look nice, why would you take the time to make their stuff look nice, or to do good work on their copy, or to build them a nice website? That's going to be important. If you're a designer, you need to have a clean design down here. It needs to look like you are a designer. If you're a copywriter, it should look like you're a copywriter. So that's pretty much my thoughts on portfolios. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. Tomorrow we're probably going to get into Upwork proposals and how to write a you-focused proposal, but I wanted to get this one last thing in, which is really important for actually getting clients to respond and starting to build some credibility for yourself, and hopefully that has helped you out. So know what you can put in there. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Lex DeVille. Subscribe if you want more of these videos, and I'll see you in the next lesson.